Hey guys, how's it going? Nyan here. So today I'm going to be talking about how I handle the early game in every run. Now you might be thinking, what do I consider the early game? And I mean, that's simple. The first two loops in any run to me is the early game. The part of the run that matters the most, and it's the most crucial that you like optimize your play style. I mean, as best as you can at the start of the run, so you're wasting as little time as possible. So I guess what that means is when I first spawn into any stage, I always kind of like mentally note where the teleporter can potentially be on the map relative to your spawn location. And then when you get that figured out right away, you want to really quickly scope your surroundings. Are there any blood or combat shrines? If the answer to that is no, I mean, you're out of luck. That kind of sucks. Happens a lot, more often than not. But anyway, so you want to kind of look, like you want to already have that mental note of where the teleporter is and start heading towards it, but don't just like go straight for it. You kind of want to like go around the map so that you're kind of scoping out as much of the map as possible. So that when you finally reach the teleporter, you already know like, okay, there's so many chests this far away, like maybe 15 seconds away, there's like 2 or 3 chests within reason or within like a decent travel distance. And then when you finish the teleporter, you can loot them, and then I'll go for them after the teleporter and then leave. So each stage, I kind of want to loot 3 or 4 items, not including the teleporter reward. So like the first couple stages, I'm good with like only looting 3 items, sometimes even less, depends on what I get. And then when I get to stage 3, I do bump that up a little bit more, but yeah, so when I get to stages 1 and 2, it's about 3 or 4 items per stage plus the teleporter item, and then when you get to stages 3 and 4, I change that to. There's not a rough like an exact number. It's just whatever time that I saved on the earlier stages, I use that on stages 3 and 4 because generally there are more chests around the map, and especially on stage 4, the multi shops are always green, so you have the highest potential of seeing like the good greens that you need, right? And then when you finish those stages, or when I finish those stages and you get to loop 2, stage 5 and 6, you always have to remember you're technically on stage 1 and 2 again, right? It's just the numbers higher, but there's not more chests. So then I play the same way. So I'll like spawn in and then you loot 3 or 4 things maybe, and then leave stages 5 and 6, and then 7 and 8. That time that I saved again, I just use that to loot more on those. I spend more time on those stages than I normally would in the other stages, right? Just because I have that time saved. And then yeah, that's generally like how I play the first 2 loops. Loops 3 and beyond kind of don't matter because you have enough mobility and you get enough gold and all that, where you can just like do the teleporter, run around, loot, and leave. Doesn't really matter. You don't really have to think at that point. But yeah, that's how I handle the early game. I've had that question asked a few times, so I kind of hope this sort of answers it as best as I could. It clears that up, and I hope it helps. Hope it helps somebody. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys again tomorrow.